Namaste, Mooji. Can you help me opening to void? And void, it's not a philosophical question for me. It's really urgent and burning inside. And the word came when I was in Portugal with you, like 1 year ago. And in a meditation, it was like opening and the word void dumped down. And from that moment on, I was going home like obsessed with creativity, not void, but day and night. It took like rest of the year. And you know, English is not my language, so I was asking an inquiry into what's the difference of emptiness and void.
Same.
But it comes so much as void, and when I inquire into it, it's like something which is there right now, which is different. But you say it's the same. For me, it's when I inquire into it, something like it's like going into a black hole, but anything starts burning inside.
Yes. Black hole is also seen.
Yeah, it is.
Black hole is also perceived. Black hole is not perceiving black hole. So, if even black hole is perceived, the very perceiving of it is not inside black hole.
No.
You see?
Yes.
Don't give it to the mind now, because the mind is going to say, okay, black hole is seen, so that which sees black hole must be, you see, like that. Yeah, so still, even the mind's attempt to try and figure out is also perceived, isn't it?
Yes.
Any attempt to find that cannot result in some phenomenal conclusion. They say, it's not black hole, it's pink. No, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be anything that you can perceive, because the perceiving itself, would confirm that will only be another image, another movement, you see? So then what to do? Don't keep looking at what is appearing, what is arising.
Diving into it.
It is said that we were talking this morning, Shiva and myself, and we talked about that Shiva and Parvati. Parvati was restless, and so Shiva could not enjoy her company. So she could not meditate, and she was causing him trouble. So he asked her, please sit down, close your eyes. What do you see? And she say, I see lights. And go beyond lights then. I see you. Go beyond the Shiva. And then she could not speak. I told a story, that 3 beings, small beings, they found themselves somehow living by the edge of the ocean. 3 small beings are there. They don't know where they come from, they don't know anything at all. But each day they would play. On the beach they're playing. So they're very happy doing their thing. But one morning they got up, and all of them look in a very pensive mood, very introspective mood. So one of them, these 3 dolls, they were like 3 figures, 3 dolls, One of them was made of salt. Another one was made of sand. And another one was made of water. These three beings playing. So this morning they wake up and they are a little bit pensive. You know. So the salt doll said, I had a dream last night, and it's a strange dream. I felt like I came from the ocean. So, the sun doll says, have I been talking in my sleep? Because I also had the dream, and in my dream, I came also from ocean. Then the water doll was looking a bit quiet, says, what's going on? What's going on? I also had a dream that I emerged from this ocean. How could this be? How can each of us have the same dream? Then they start speculating, you know. I feel I'm most like the ocean. You see? Look, I'm salt, taste the salt. The sun doll says, but what are you saying? You look, we are playing every day on the beach, and look, I am made of sand, I am most like this. And then the water doll says, well, of course, I will be the winner if we play this game, because look, it's all ocean, all water. So they started to speculate and philosophize, who is most like the ocean? Yeah, this is a good game. But they said, but we have to try it out. We cannot just speculate. We must actually find out. How are we going to find out? Who's going to go first? So the water doll says, I don't mind to go first. She had wings also. So she said, I will go first. And they sat and they said, okay, we wait for you to find out what you find out. And so this water doll flew very high over the ocean, and then hit the ocean and vanished. The others are waiting on the beach. What's taking so long, you know? Why she don't come back? Yes, but it's a very big ocean, maybe swimming around and all of this. So the salt doll say, I can't wait. I'm much too excited. It's my turn. I will go. So she started to walk out into the water. And she had on a jacket and a hat also. Everything made of salt. As she walked into the ocean, each part that touched the water disappeared. Going out more and more, then the legs disappear. Then up to here, everything disappear. Then up to here, everything disappear. Finally, only little hat floating for a few seconds, and it's also gone. The sun doll is sitting waiting. So why did it take so long? I thought it was going to be a fun game. So all day waiting, waiting for the others to come back. Nobody come back. And then somehow it was getting late. And the moon starts to rise. And she fell asleep on the sand waiting. And the moon came up. And the waters rise. And the waves are... this. And then the water comes and touches her leg. And the leg vanishes into the sand. And then the body... Then only little fingers and a head left. The last wave. And she's also gone. So who could come back from the ocean to say how the ocean is? Nice story?
Very nice.
Or scary story? You went inside, you saw black hole. You call it the void. I saw the void. But I said the void also is seen. By what is it seen? That which perceives the void, can that also be seen? Meaning, does it have a form or a shape? Is it tangible? Can it be perceived? You must find out now also. The answer is now. Are you there in the void, looking around as a woman, meditator, looking around, or what? Would it not be even the one who is seeing the void? What is it? Is it a form? Is it a person? Who is seeing the void?
Without form.
Yeah, without form.
What happens now, you were talking,
Yes.
that's like waves of joy and freedom. Also.
Yes, yes. And you, what are you?
Seeing this.
Yes. Can you bear such an insight?
What I feel, why I come here, when I start coming here, I ask myself in the beginning, why year after year, but only sitting for a moment, there is such a knowing that it's for this love and like endless love, and that can be.
Yes.
Yes, that's what.
This
I
love
feel.
and this emptiness is a beautiful combination, isn't it? How do you experience yourself now? What can you be? We don't have to guess now, no guessing.
Like waves and waves and waves, like.
Are seen. Are seen and felt also. What perceives them? Because all investigations so far are reporting to the sense of an objective presence, a sense of me. I am the knower of that, I am the seer of that. But this I occupied some kind of form. It has some support, it is me. I'm this, you say. But then even this also is seen. Then that in which even this form and the conditioning that plays in it, and the functioning of the senses, and even the functioning of perception are themselves perceived, you see? Then what is left now? There's not question for the mind. The mind wants to make up something and perpetuate. No. But this is a devotee's question. This is really a deep introspective question. And you must not identify with anything, otherwise you will be afraid to complete your seeing. And yet it is the most beautiful. It is the flowering of the human opportunity. You know you are. Instinctively we know we are. But as what are we? For a while we take ourselves mostly to be the body and the conditioning that is playing inside the body, and it seems to be enough to transact in the world on the basis of this identity. But for some beings, many here, it was not enough. Something is compelling you to go more deeply, to go under the surface of the consciousness, to go more deeply in, and it has brought you to this place now, you see? Or to this space, you can say. And in this space is something introspects and finds that the most subtle things even, the gross things are easy to see. The gross things, meaning the sky and the clouds and the walls and the people and the cities and the books and all this is seen. But more subtle than thought and emotion and the functioning of the intellect and memory and the powers of imagination, they are also seen. Oh my God, they are also seen. So the seeing place is not caught in the bubble of the objects perceived. And I find that I cannot be in a box. What is here is not inside a box. Then continue looking and say, oh, even subtle feelings and sensations, some of which have no words in any language, they are so subtle, those also are perceived. And then more and more subtle, we come to the sense of space. Space is also perceived. Then the great void. The great void is also perceived. Wow. After great void, what? The great avoid. The great avoid is also seen. And now what? To whom is all of this occurring? To what? Can that also be seen, you see? What will we do now, you see? So it's this type of intense and direct introspection brings you swiftly to this place. And where will we go now? End of the road? End of the road is also seen. One stop after the end is what? One step after end again is what? So we cannot keep on seeing images. We have exhausted the field of images now. Then we went from images into very, very subtle phenomena. And then also those are seen. Then the breath is seen, the senses are seen. The functioning of the intellect is seen. The powers of discernment is seen. Memory is seen. The powers of imagination is seen. Who can refute? That which is perceiving everything else, that which sees everything, can that also be seen? And if it can, then by what is it seen? I don't have any more questions for you. Address this question now, you see. And I don't have to send you away to any library for this answer. Okay? I'm not sending you to any encyclopedia, any library now. Here in this place, today, why not you can see it? It hasn't moved for billions of years. It's not more in the next room. It's not in the temple more than here. This is the temple. It loves this temple. Then what is it then? Then almost any answer you give, I'm going to have to throw away. Unless your answer is completely pregnant with the power of that, then it will somehow have a different feeling. So any answers will merely be another kind of concept also. Then that will also be seen. Let's not keep going around now. Going aroundness is seen. What is left? Don't keep looking for things to see. Because whatever you see, you will dismiss now. The seer, ultimately, is it material or immaterial? So verbal answers are not needed. Then what will satisfy this quest? Some will have to back away. They turn around and say, okay, we have come as far as we can go. Thank you very much. I go back now. Or what? If you go with the mind will go, I'm still waiting, still waiting. I've run out of words, run out of concepts now. I can't give any more concepts. I've used up all my concepts. And you have not accepted them. I have nothing more to offer. What is left then? Are you not there? In this ultimate place, are you not there? Otherwise, who will speak for you? But you as what is here? You as what is here? It is with questions just like this, as sprouted in total awakening in many beings throughout the ages. They have come to this thing. They left the mind now. It says, I've tried the mind. It's not, whatever it's offered was all to do with time. So I threw the whole thing out. But I still am here. who am I? And don't just wonder, I wonder. No, no. It's more than thinking. It wants nothing. It wants nothing. It lacks nothing. It's in need of nothing. Such things as the time of future and past and present has no meaning for it at all. And night and day does not occur to it. Male and female has nothing to do with it. The forms of the gods, it's long surpassed. Can you bear your own total seeing? Is it heavy? You have provoked this question, no? What now? What now is also seen. What's next is also seen. Where will the interest come from? Do you feel in some limbo? Waiting for now what's going to happen? That will also be seen. This is not that. Now tell me, are you in a pressured place? Do you wish you have not come here? Do you need courage to be here? What is your religion here? Are you experiencing philosophical satisfaction? Are you left in a state of waiting? Only you can say. More than this, can we go? If there's more than this, it's also perceived. What can be more? More than what? Your whole life is searching for rest, isn't it? Maybe you're not aware of it. Or maybe searching for happiness. And this happiness and contentment and rest, they're all the same. They're all synonymous. Everything has only been a comma, an exclamation mark, a movement. Even after full stop, another sentence begins. Have you found this rest? It is here. You must speak now, you see. Because if you step away from this opportunity, forces are going to work to keep your attention back into the mundane again. And you may even feel relieved to return to the vicinity of the movement. Movement is not a problem for anybody. If there was a problem, is what you make the movement mean for you. But now we are descending. I don't want you to descend. Stay in the height of your being. Say something from here to me. Because from here you can only speak the truth. Say something from yourself. If you can.
Mooji,
Yeah.
I feel embraced.
Yeah.
Embraced.
Yes.
Thank you.
But to be embraced, you must be something. Isn't it? To be embraced, you must be something, isn't it? Something is feeling a bit hot. It wants to go away now. You know? So beyond embrace even. Embrace, very nice. Yeah. Even embraced by God, oh, very nice. I don't speak against this, but I'm pushing you a little further. Where even embrace is perceived. For some beings, this will be an uncomfortable moment, no? Yeah, because usually we are satisfied with what the mind brings. Mind says 3, 4, 7, 32. Thank you, good. But here he is not bringing anything that can satisfy. If your search is genuine. But something is open enough here in that body. It's brought the introspection to this point. Then I want to see, are you going to turn back now? Don't pick up any identity now. I'm waiting for you, you see. Waiting but not waiting. Are you afraid?
No, I'm not afraid.
That's right.
I feel everything is moving in movement, and I know that's perceived also.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes.
And there's
yes.
Being.
You don't need to be anything. Remember this? You don't need to be anything. You don't need a shape, or do you?
No.
No. You see, shape is there, fine. Energy in the shape, fine. Consciousness in the shape, fine. But it's not a need at this point of seeing, isn't it? The body has helped you, in fact. Yeah, to have the experience of this, in fact. To have a conscious experience of this. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mooji.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.